There's a strange kind of silence that comes before your life begins to change. It's not loud. It doesn't scream in your face. It whispers. It sits quietly inside you. When the world is still, when your phone is finally out of reach, and the noise around you fades, that's when it asks, is this it? Is this the life you're going to settle for? The same routine, the same disappointments, the same excuses dressed up in new clothes. You know the answer. You've always known. You just haven't had the courage to say it out loud. Until now. Most people don't change because they're lazy. They don't change because they're scared. They're terrified of the unknown, terrified of failing, terrified of what people will say. But here's the thing. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. You can't stay in the same story and expect a different ending. You say you want freedom, but you cling to your patterns like a child holding onto a broken toy. Familiar but useless. Let me be brutally honest. Your comfort is your cage, and every day you stay inside it, you make the bars stronger. One day I'll start. One day I'll save. One day I'll quit. One day I'll live. But one day is a lie dressed up as hope. It never comes. It never arrives wrapped in clarity or courage. And before you know it, a year has passed. Then 5. Then 10, and all you have left is a list of things you said you'd do, but never did. Here's the truth you don't want to hear. You don't need more time. You need more honesty. Close your eyes. No, really close them. And picture this. You wake up without an alarm. Not because you're lazy, but because you've built a life where time finally belongs to you. You walk across a home that once lived only in your imagination. You smell coffee, not from a cheap plastic machine, but from a kitchen you paid for stone by stone. And in the next room, your parents are smiling because they know you're okay. You made it. You took the chaos and turned it into stability. You turned fear into fuel. You turned sacrifice into legacy. Now open your eyes. It's not a fantasy. It's a blueprint, but only if you build it. People talk about success as if it's some magical thing that happens to a few lucky souls. But luck is just a word we use to describe the results of habits we don't see. Do you want to know the real price of comfort? It's your potential. It's the books you never read, the skills you never learned, the opportunities you were too tired to chase, while others were sharpening their minds. You were refreshing a screen, while others were building. You were escaping, and now you wonder why they're ahead, but they're not lucky. They're disciplined, they're focused, they're relentless in a way you used to be. Before the world softened you, I want you to think about your mother. She carried you for 9 months. She endured pain, fear, exhaustion, and never once gave up on you. Think about your father, the long shifts, the silent stress, the way he gave up pieces of his own dreams so you could build yours. Now ask yourself, what are you doing with the gift they gave you? Because every moment you waste, every distraction you chase, is a moment stolen from the life they hoped you would live. No one tells you this when you're starting out. Success doesn't feel good in the beginning. It feels lonely. It feels hard. It feels like waking up early when your body begs you to stay in bed. It feels like working in silence while your friends are out laughing in the noise. But that sacrifice is the soil where your future grows. There's a story about a young man who asked a mentor, "How can I become successful?" The mentor took him into the ocean, pushed his head under the water, and held it there. The man fought, panicked, desperate for air, and just before he passed out, the mentor pulled him up and said, "When you want success, as badly as you want it to breathe. Then you'll have it. Look around you. Who do you spend time with? Do they drain you or drive you? Do they feed your growth or feed your doubt? Let me say this plainly. If you surround yourself with average, you will live an average life. If you spend your time with people who laugh at ambition, mock discipline, or talk about others more than they talk about ideas, you're in the wrong room. Get out. Find people who challenge you, who see your potential, even when you forget it yourself. The world already has enough people telling you who you're not. Don't join them. When you wake up, say something powerful to yourself, not because it's cute, but because your mind is listening. Say, I am capable. I am becoming. I am not my past. I am my next step. It will feel strange at first. You'll want to laugh or roll your eyes. Do it anyway, because the most important voice in your life is not your boss, your parents, your partner, or your friends. It's the voice inside your own head. Train it to believe in you. Don't just dream, see it. Visualize the office you want to walk into, the health you want to feel in your bones, the calm of a life that finally fits your soul. Then act accordingly. Visualization without execution is just a fantasy, but combined, it becomes a roadmap. You keep looking for motivation in books, in speakers, in videos like this one, and that's fine. But eventually, you'll need to look in the mirror and realize no one is coming to save you. It's your turn, and you have everything you need, not all at once, not perfectly polished, but enough to begin. Big dreams feel heavy when you carry them alone, but that weight becomes light when you break it down. Want to get fit? Start with 10 push-ups. Want to learn a language? Learn 5 words. Want to save money? Skip one useless expense today. Success is not about doing everything. It's about doing one thing again and again until it becomes who you are. I've spoken long enough. You've listened. But now I want you to ask yourself, what will I do differently starting today? Not tomorrow, not next week. Now, will you stay in your old story, or will you write a new chapter? Because the truth is, your life is already waiting. It's on the other side of fear, of doubt, of average. You just have to cross that line. Let me leave you with this. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too behind. You are becoming, and becoming takes time. So trust the process. Be relentless in your effort. Be kind in your setbacks, and above all, believe. Not because it's easy, but because you are worth the fight. Now go change your life.